Picking up from our log video, I am going to open up a live server to that same log file. And I want to show you another tool here, right? So from within here, if I open up the developer tools, I click on the console, I've seen the flurry of messages that are here. So now I want to talk a little bit more about the actual console, not just the logging of it, but the console. The super awesome thing about that, I can actually hit clear, and this is going to clear out these messages. Now, I simply want to clear the messages so that I can get a peek at what's going on behind the scenes in the file, so I don't have to try to remember this. Because if you click down here by this caret, you notice it when my cursor is blinking. In here, I can actually access everything that the browser can. I can actually access the browser window, any window within the browser window called iframes. I can also access my variables. So if I type out message, you'll see IntelliSense is actually going to find that. And so if I come into it, I click enter, it's going to spit out for me what the message is. If I wanted to see what the value of, let's just say, age year, notice that as I type age, it gives me a number of different things. And look at all the different things that show up that are available via IntelliSense, that IntelliSense has picked up, that has the letters A, G, and E there. But I want to actually see the age year. So this is a really cool tool to learn to work with, because, hey, you want to poke at it. What was the value of the message? Okay. Oh, it's false. And then you can also do things like, you know what? I don't like the fact that it's false. I want to change it. So I am going to actually execute some code in here. I'm going to say message is a new value I like better. I can do that directly from here. And you'll see that it actually spits out the value that was assigned. Now, also very convenient, if I hit the up arrow, it's going to scroll through the commands that I executed here in the command line. So this is referred to as the command line out of the console. So I hit message. If I hit up arrow a couple more times, I'm going to get back to age year. I'm going to get back to message, and then some other code that I was writing some other place. What's the other things that I can console? Oh, look, I can say is team member, right? Is team members true? Is smoker? Is false? And now I'm going to hit up arrow to scroll through my list of the commands that I executed there. And I want to go back to is team member, and I want to say, you know what, you got kicked off the team, so it's now false. So is smoker picked up some bad habits, and now I'm going to say is true. All right. And so if I hit clear, I'm going to clear all this noise from here. But again, I click down into that command bar. I hit up arrow to scroll through my commands. Let's see what the value of is smoker. Is smoker is now true because I had changed it before. I'm going to scroll through there by hitting the up arrow, literally the up arrow key. Is smoker is true. We know that. Is team member, right? He started out is team member is true. And if we look at the is team member is true, right? That was the original value that the graph rendered with. Is team member now is false. So this little place is really important for us to be able to write some JavaScript to get some feedback as to what's going on with the browser, right? So big part of learning to be a developer is learning how to use your tools. You go from being so-so developer to being awesome developer just by learning how to work with your tools. I can do this for, again, I just showed the strings, the numbers, and the booleans. And then naturally, if I wanted to see what the value of a null example was, it's null. If I wanted to see the value of an object, hey, the object is there. Now, if I took a null example, now this is going to be weird, but I'm going to actually make it not null. I can treat that variable like I would treat that variable in code. I can assign a value to it, to whatever kind of value I liked. So if I hit up arrow and, let me go find, it should be a null example is now not null, right? So, so that's demonstrating how to use this console, right? You're going to use that console whenever you need to poke at and figure out what the importance of or what the current value of an object might be, right? A current object where you might have left it. It might have been going through a loop and you're changing it quickly and often. And you just want to see like, hey, what's the value of this object right now? Or by you introducing, as I've done here, a potential other value, right? that would in the future affect a change in your logic. All right. So that's the command bar, the command bar underneath the console tab for you to get used to working with.